My Facebook and Instagram family. Oh, I hope you are excited about today because today is Tackle It Tuesday. And we are going to be tackling the subject of business strategies on this week. So, welcome to Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L. Building strategies that become successful actions with Success Beyond Strategies LLC. Helping business owners and entrepreneurs identify their vision, mission, and purpose, turning them into legal, successful, and profitable business entities. Brought to you by the Magnet Exchange Group, a book and social club of like-minded individuals with a powerful magnetic attraction. Check out their website, magnetexchangegroup.com. We develop healthy relationships, sharing wisdom and experiences in generational wealth and development and wealth preservation. So now we are going to go into our topic for today. Yesterday we were talking about business strategies. We identified what it is that you are looking at: product, price, promotion, place, and people. That is the core of your business strategy. That is your directive. That is your vision. That is your focus. The main reason, the motive of your heart to provide an excellent product or service at a good price that is profitable for both your customers and clients and your business. Promoting your business, where organization or ministry, where people know that you are out there and that you are available to provide the services and products that they need. Location. Whether it's a brick and mortar, whether you are using social media and the internet services to its fullest extent. And of course, the people. Don't know why people is last on this list of priority, because they should be first. And that's pretty much what we're going to dip into a little bit today, talking about strategies to make a successful business. I may sound like a broken record to some, but it bears repeating because I need you to make sure that you are understanding the importance and the value of what we're going to discuss today. You don't want to miss Wednesday, Thursdays, and Friday show because we are definitely going to dig in deep in some of the core areas of business strategies. But let's get down to the basics and the foundational core of a good, successful business. You've heard me talk about this before, and I'm going to repeat it again because everybody's organizational skills is different. What looks organized to one may not look like organization to another person, but you do need to know the difference between organized chaos and just plain clutter and being well organized. The more well organized you are, the more successful your business will become. You may know where everything is, but if you're working with a team, if you're working with core managers, if you're working with people that is a support to you, such as your executive administrators or whoever is serving alongside of you, it's their responsibility to understand how your system works, but it needs to be a workable, organized system that regardless of who comes behind you, they should be able to, this is what I was taught in my accounting and banking experience. Someone should be able to come to your desk, God forbid if something happens to you, they should be able to look at your desk and be able to pick up where you left off. Even if you have organized chaos, if they've taken the time to understand your organized chaos, they still should be able to come to your desk and still be able to function and continue that business flow. That's why policies and procedures are critical. It does not matter the size of your business. It could be 3 people, 5 people, 2 people. It could be 1 person. starting out especially. But you need to have policies and procedures in place to, one, to protect you legally. Because when you're dealing with employees, when you're dealing with management teams, and you have multiple people in your business, you must have policies and procedures in place. There's certain guidelines that you have to be governed by on a federal level and on a state level. Things that you need to have posted, things that you need to have available to those that are serving alongside of you, so that you are staying within the guidelines and policies and procedures. They are set in place for a reason. They're to not only protect you, but they're to protect the other people that are serving alongside of you. And it helps you stay within governmental compliances so that you're not coming in on an audit or an examination that causes your business to shut down. Especially if you are industry minded, such as the trucking industry, food industries, different industries that are regulated highly on a government level, things that are businesses that are governed by OSHA, which is your compliances to make sure that your environment of your business is safe. You want to make sure that you have these policies and procedures in place. If you have to do monthly, quarterly, annual meetings with your staff collectively, that is the perfect time to review your policies and procedures, bylaws, different things of legalities that you have in place to make sure that everybody's on the same page, everybody's in compliance, because you can be dotting your I's and crossing your T's, but if you don't have your team doing the same thing, it can still take your business down or shut it down. So you want to make sure that levels of organization is in place, so that you know how your business is flowing successfully. That could be the difference between, money just floating out of your business and actually being able to take revenues to invest in other arenas to help develop and grow your business. So organization is critical and crucial. Keep detailed records. That goes right along underneath getting organized, making sure that your records are put together. If you're just starting out your business, if you are just like 3 years in or 5 years in, when you're in certain levels of your business, you have to make sure you're updating your record system, making sure. I'm still a paper person. I applaud the cloud. I applaud all of our technology. But as long as they're still cutting down trees and making paper, I've had systems crash on me, computers crash on me, and thank God I had paper, because even though I had to go through the hassle of inputting the data back in, or flash drives may break, I still had paper to be able to recover what I needed to keep going and to keep moving. I remember doing a whole manuscript. I was so glad I printed out that manuscript, because technology changed and wasn't able to convert the technology in time. So yes, I had to turn around and rewrite it, but at least I had it in paper to be able to do that. So it is critically important that you keep detailed records, that you keep multiple copies of detailed records. I highly recommend that you consider getting a safe, whether it's a built-in-the-wall safe in your home or a portable fireproof safe, that certain legal documents, certain investment documents, certain insurance documents, critically important documentation, you need to have it in multiple places where, again, God forbid, if you're, as you listening to me on last week when we were talking about estate planning, making sure that your executors of your estate, small or great, has documentations on your behalf for your personal and your business, so that regardless of what may happen, tragedies happen. We personally have not experienced some of the tragedies that other countries have experienced, but we still need to have that mindset in place that you need to make sure you have these areas covered, or as far as your detailed records, as far as having them in multiple places, so that God forbid, but regardless of what happens, you can still get your hands on these items. that are critically important to the success of your business. Another successful business tip is analyzing your competition. Your competition could be you first and foremost, but most of all, analyzing your industry, making sure that you know what is going on in your industries. In certain industries, they change at a snap of a finger, especially medical industries, technology, our utilities. Different innovations and creativities are happening daily. We've gone from a gas car to an electric car. So there's so many things. We're going from cars that now are almost completely run computerized, even though you're physically driving the car. And there's some cars that do that little swivel thing and park your car for you. I'm waiting for that to blow up. If anybody, I'm dating myself here. If anybody remember the movie Time Cop, check it out. The car that Jean-Claude Van Damme drove, he just said home, and the steering wheel took charge and drove him home, and he just took a nap all the way home. I'm believing God I'm going to live to see that happen because I know the car exists. But getting back on track, analyzing your industry is critically important to make sure that you are the trendsetter for your industry. We have common industries such as beauty, the beauty industry, where you have your makeup, your hair, different things, aspects of that industry. The food industry, where people are being very creative with their food, with their desserts. So you have to be that innovative, creative person that you're stepping out and setting the trend for your industry and not just following behind. Be a leader, not always a follower, but definitely learn from the best, learn from those that have blazed the trail so that you can take it to the next dimension in your industry. The next portion of having and developing a successful business is understanding your risks and your rewards. Anything you do in life, anything that you want to be successful, there is risks. Resolve in your mindset that I am willing to take the risks necessary. I am willing to get the coaching that I need. I'm willing to pay the price to get the education that I need to develop this business model by learning from other successful business persons and entrepreneurs who may be in your industry. They've set the trend, they've set the tone, and you need to, they're where you want to get to. Those are your best teachers. People that are actually doing it, have done it successfully, have done it consistently successfully. Those are the people that you want to get for mentors and coaches. Be willing to pay the price. Be willing to pay the cost to be the boss. Be willing to pay the time, the sweat equity to manage your level of risk. Understand, in business, put your emotions under your feet. They're not good governing tools anyway. Education and applying that education is what you need to handle your risks so that you can make sure that you are getting the rewards that you anticipated, that you planned, that you've strategized, that you've done the research, you've done the due diligence of how the percentages can come into your business. You know what your break-even points are. You know what your cost points are. You know where your profit margins should be placed so that the level of risk that you are putting into your business, you are getting that reward on that exponential level. Be creative. Avoid mediocrity. Don't just do it because I got some skills and I can put it out there and let the chips fall where they may mentality. That's mediocrity. You want to be creative, innovative. You want to be, like I said, those trendsetters. And when you are in your creative zone, for those that know what I'm talking about, when the anointing is just flowing, the creativity is flowing, the vision, you see it clearer and clearer and clearer as you pursue the mission and the vision and the purpose for why you're doing what you're doing. It will eliminate A lot of distractions. I'm in the process of preparing a manuscript that will help in the business arena as far as putting the blinders on, where you only see what you need to see, you only need to stay focused on the direction you need to be going, and you don't have time for the distractions. You don't have time for other people's drama that they're making money by displaying their drama, not knocking them if that's what they feel that they're gifted in to make their wealth and develop their wealth preservation. More power to them, but it's a distraction for you because it's not adding to what your vision and mission and purpose is. Life is about balance, yes. Life is about making sure that you are taking care of yourself with the proper self-care, yes. But minding other people's business, I'm just going to keep it plain. Minding other people's business, you don't have time for that. You don't have time in wondering who's doing what, what's being displayed on TV as the big distraction from being focused on what you need to focus on to make a successful business that will develop generational wealth and wealth preservation for your family, for your employees, for your management team, for your ministry, whatever you're doing. You don't have time for petty distractions. Let them go. Stay focused. When you're creative, when you're innovative, it helps you to stay focused. Stay in that vein. To my authors out there, when you have that writer's block, I love the tip that Dr. Cindy Trim gave. If you are typing 1,000 words a day, you will eliminate the distraction of writer's block. You will eliminate the distraction that keeps you from being focused. And I'm telling you, it works, because when I published my book, it was because I did my 1,000 words a day and I was able to get it done. It does not take long to do a manuscript, but if you are focused, you've set your time aside for that opportunity to do what you need to do to get your routines done. Don't have a big to-do list all day. If you can take 3 things, I know in the Mary Kay consultant, in the Mary Kay industry, they say the 6 most important things. Sit down the night before, analyze what you did in the current day. See what needs to be done. Take 3. Sometimes you may have to just start with 1. And I say that because it is critically important to, in the process of having a successful business, in the process of not being in mediocrity, in the process of not being distracted, in the process of not losing your focus, if you can just accomplish 1 thing a day, you're developing the muscles of a sense of accomplishment. And celebrate it. Girl, you did that thing. Man, you worked that thing out. This is Tackle It Tuesday. Tackle that 1 thing. If that's all you can get done, sit back and say, yeah, I got that done. In our Magnet Exchange group in our class, we were given the assignment of decluttering your space. So I just got in here. I didn't plan it. I was looking for something and got frustrated that I couldn't find it. So I just started cleaning out the whole kitchen. Cleaned out all the cabinets, cleaned out the refrigerator, threw out old things that didn't need to be, gave myself some space so that I can work in my kitchen. Go through them closets. Y'all know y'all got clothes with tags on them that's been sitting there for years. Bag that stuff up. You got 2 options. 3 options. Be a blessing to a specific person or group of people or organization. Sell the clothes and take the money and put it into your business and in your business investments. Or 1, give them the goodwill. Do something. Make room. Every time I made room in my closet, God blessed me with more clothes. But if you cleaned out and you still got more, that means you were given that abundance to be a blessing. Go to God and say, okay, God, what am I supposed to do with this? Because you're operating in hoarding. You're operating in gluttony. So, come on, let's break these generational habits. They're not curses, they're habits that we need to break. Be a blessing, sow a seed, and declutter your space. When you do that, when you go to that one thing and get that accomplished and say, yeah, I did that, go up to 2 things, go up to 3 things a day. If you can master accomplishing 3 things in a day, we only have 24 hours. We work 8, we sleep 6 to 8. That doesn't leave much of us time left. You want to make sure you are valuing your time. Successful business people value their time. If you need to go to bed an hour earlier to get up an hour earlier, the military is an awesome thing in this one area. They're up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but by 9 o'clock, they've done the core of everything they needed to do. In our Sexy Back group, where we have a boot camp to get our bodies back in good health, we are asked to get up at an hour earlier than you normally do. So normally I was getting up at 6 and 7, so now I get up at like 5:30. I have my meditation time. You know, you have that quiet time where God can speak to you. That's where creativity and innovation can come, in a quiet place. Set a routine for your morning. If you find yourself flabbergasted all over the place early in the morning, it's not even 9 o'clock and you already exasperated from your day. That's because you don't have a routine in place. Put a routine in place. It takes some time to build it up, but stay with it. That's the beauty of our community at Magnet Exchange. We have our coaches that sets these parameters for us, and we focus in on them. We get creative with them. We set our schedules. As a matter of fact, I have my routine right here. I keep it on top of my laptop so that I stay focused in the course of my day, so I don't get distracted. I don't get overwhelmed. I just focus on them 3 things I need to get done today. If I have clients coming in, our team sits down and we say, okay, who are we going to address today? What deadlines do we have? And we set realistic deadlines. We set realistic time frames to get things done. That is so critically important in being and building a successful business. Get organized. Get your paperwork in order. Analyze your arena, your industry. Understand your risks and rewards. Be consistent. Be disciplined. Have a schedule. Have a routine. Prepare to make sacrifices. Anything you do, even on a job, if you're working for someone or a company, you have to be prepared to make sacrifices. There's a time you have to get up. There's a time you have to be to work. There's work you have to do while you're there. There's a time to get home. There's a time to attend to your family, to cook and prepare meals. You know, sit down with your family and look at, okay, what are we going to eat this week? I know back in the day we had meatloaf day and we had spaghetti day and we had different days. Not understanding that what that was doing was preparing a routine. Make a meal plan, especially if you're trying to lose weight and trying to eat healthier. Set up meal plans. What is your shopping day? Is it Saturday? Hopefully not Sunday, but some people shop on a Sunday. Plan out for the week, Wednesday, midweek, so that you're planning for the rest of the week. So this way you have some flow, you know, where everything is moving smoothly, so that when there are distractions or bumps in the road or things that you didn't anticipate, it's okay. You're not stressed about it because you're not stressed about your other routines part, but you have structure. You can address the situation and then go right back into your routine because you made it a lifestyle. It's not just something to do temporarily. It's a lifestyle. You want to operate in peace and flow in the spirit of peace. Organize your time. Organize your day. Have systems in place for your home. Have systems in place for your business. Because at the end of the day, when you do all of that, because you have things in a system and established, you know you're having a successful business because you can provide great service and you're getting great feedback from your clients. They're referring other clients to you. They're bringing in other customers. They're bringing in recommendations of your products and your services. And all of that together works as a successful business model. I highly, highly recommend that you share today's show with other people in your family, your community, friends. Go back over this when you have some time. Sit down, go through each step, and write down how you're going to tackle it on this Tuesday, and put the things in place that you need to do. Take the time to do it. Have a do it now mentality. Get rid of the procrastination. I used to say procrastination is a killer. It's a killer of dreams. It's a killer of vision. It's a killer of purpose. Do it now. I've even had to personally tackle the hard things first. I used to tackle the hard things last because I wanted that sense of accomplishment. And I still think it's a good idea if you're just beginning the journey of developing a sense of accomplishment. Do the smaller tasks first. Write them down. It is so rewarding to draw that line through that item that you accomplished. Scratch it off. If you've got 6 little things to that one big thing, when you get through those 6 little things and say, yeah, I'm all right, now you can tackle the big one. But then over time, that's going to build the courage you need to say, okay, let me tackle this big one. Then the little ones become the reward for that big one. You knock all of that out. You go from 1 to 3. You go from 3 to 6. I wouldn't go past 6. Just being reasonable. Because you want to have a sense of accomplishment, but you want to have a sense of completion that's effective, that will develop a successful business model, that will develop a successful home routine where everybody knows how to flow and come together, so that when you have that family time, it's not playing catch up on laundry. It's not playing catch up on food shopping. It's not playing catch up on stuff. Schedule some things out. And it's okay to say no. It's okay. It's okay to say, I can't do that today, but I can do that maybe on Thursday. It's okay. I can't do that right now, but maybe I can do that a couple of hours from now. Is that okay? Manage your time. You will be less stressful, and you will find that you will be working in a more successful business atmosphere. Excuse me. With that being said, that's my cue to go. Tackle It Tuesday, the strategy for a successful business. Thank you for joining me today on Business Strategies and Tips with Lady L. I am your host, Lady L. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, Lady Verne, Ladyverne. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button so that the rotation of the shows can come to you. I guarantee you the rotation of the very show you need to hear will come into your feed. I declare that in Jesus' name. And if you go to my website, Success Beyond Strategies, that's STRATEGZ.com, put in your information. Show me your questions, your concerns, some things that you need to be addressed. If there's a certain portion of the services that we provide that you see on the website is available for you, that's a perfect fit, fill in that information. Let us know how we can service your business so that you can become that successful business model. Bye-bye for today. Tackle It Tuesday.